the number one thing that I learned in the public school system is skip the question. That's right. If you're taking a test, let's say the test has 20 questions, and you get to one that you struggle with getting the answer, don't waste too much time on that question. There's 19 other questions. Out of the 20 questions on any test, there's going to be anywhere between 5 to 10 that come to you somewhat easy if you prepared somewhat, or maybe just common sense answers. So life is the same way in your job and in your personal life. When you're going throughout your day and you're struggling on something, maybe a real hard issue that's come up in your life, remember, don't put that off, but skip that and do the other things that you know you can get done while you wait to address that. Staying productive, not staying idle. That's what this is about. Doing what you know you can get done so you can prepare to get the bigger thing done. If you're a car mechanic and you're replacing 4 tires, and the first tire you work on is giving you a hard time for whatever reason, should you stop and just complain and call the customer and put the job on hold? Or should you change the 3 other tires and then go back to addressing the one that's a problem? If you're a nurse and you're preparing a patient for an operation, let's say there's a 5-step procedure. And let's say that you can not do one of those steps, but there's 4 other that you can do. Now, I know sometimes things need to be done in order, but a lot of times things can be done and you can come back to the other thing that's a little bit of a struggle to get done. Now, there's exceptions to all these things, whether the car mechanic example, whether the nurse example, but everything in life, guys, in many times, many instances, you can skip that or put that on hold or send an email, wait for a response, and do something else. Also, what I've learned in life through my personal experiences, I remember there was one time on a job there was a big company emphasis on getting this one thing done, and it required us to use an outside vendor. So I contacted that vendor, I gave them all the information, and they said, okay, we have it, it'll take us 48 hours to get back to you. And I documented that, and I always follow up if I don't hear back from them in 48 hours. But once I did what I could do, now I'm in waiting. I can't finish this task. So what did I do? There's other things I can do while I wait for that 48-hour response time. And what I've also learned in life, by the time 48 hours comes, maybe something changes. I remember in that example, after 48 hours, the company decided to change directions. It's a good thing I did other things while we waited for that one thing. If you're struggling with a major relationship issue or a major financial issue, you know you still got to get your laundry done. You know you still got to exercise. You know you still got to brush your teeth. Whatever you have to do, do the things that are easy to answer on the test. Out of 20 questions, there's 5 or 10 give-me's. Like you're going to get them done. But if you spend too much time on one of the questions or 5 of the questions that are hard and you don't get the other ones done, now you may just, you may get nothing done. You may get no answers right. Remember a test, you only needed to pass most tests. Get a C, 75% right. That's life. You think you get 100% right in life? It's not this world. So do the 50% that are easy. Guys, show up to work. If you show up every day to work and you have a positive attitude, that's more than 75% of other people. Next, shower every day. Next, exercise every day. Next, do something creative every day and be consistent. See, we're talking about productivity and consistency and not getting in this philosophy outthinking life mentality where you try to figure out life in your head instead of in productivity. Life gets figured out by getting stuff done, not by thinking it out. For the most part, you know what I mean. The number one lesson, click the thumbs up you appreciate this video, share it, and subscribe. The number one lesson I learned is, out of 20 questions on a test, if you're struggling with one, go to the other ones that are easier for you and come back to the harder ones so that you stay productive and you don't waste time. Click the super thanks if that changed your life. The life-changing inspiration that I hope to give, practical sense knowledge that'll help you today at work. It'll help you today in your finances. It'll help you today in every direction, because all of us have similar struggles as far as just dealing with life. So do the things you know can get done. Wake up early, be productive, exercise, laundry, something creative. And then while you're trying to figure out the big mystery of life, that mystery may change in 48 hours. And even if it doesn't change, even if you still got that one thing that you're struggling with, you may have got a lot done in 48 hours. You may have at least got 75% right in your life. You may have passed life. Are you failing life by doing nothing and trying to figure out one big thing? The mystery of life is to do what you know needs to get done, because you're never going to get 100% in everything you do. Peace.